Hi folks, Technivorous here. Welcome to my Cura playlist. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button so you can find your way back here. I update often. That said, as you may have noticed, Cura settings can be very simple or very in-depth. So I took the time to make a video about each section in the custom settings menu, and I'm going to quickly go over the important settings each section contains and briefly explain them. Are you ready? Good, let's go. This is Cura settings in 5 minutes or less. Now, we're going to talk about a couple other things. In the speed section, there is an initial layer speed setting. We'll talk about that in the next video. But for this video, we're going to talk really quickly about travel speed. Now, there are some other options further down the road that we are going to discuss that have to do with this. And most of them are things like avoiding running into support while traveling and avoiding running into the model while traveling. Those two things aren't really an issue if this value isn't too high, but with the travel speed turned all the way up, if you run into a model that is halfway across the board from where you started, it is very easy to just rip it right off of its raft, pull it right off of its skirt, whatever, or brim, or whatever's holding it down, and just knock it over. Now, it might not always knock the model over completely. It might just put enough pressure sideways onto the model to lift a side of the brim, which will cause more issues further down the road. So the travel speed is important. The caveat with that is if you turn on that mode where it travels around all the objects, it's adding more travel to the actual distance it's going to go. It is traveling it at the high speed that you set here, but are you really gaining anything by having to go a further distance at a high speed? So the thing you need to judge is the difference between the travel speed and the size of the object or objects you're trying to print. If you're doing a lot of traveling, it might be worth it to just turn the travel speed down a little bit and set it to not avoid those objects, because it won't ram into them. It'll just slightly go over the top. In some cases, it is necessary to turn the travel speed all the way up and turn on the avoid, but it doesn't really save you much time. Because you have those extra moves to get around all the other objects on your build plate. It will usually lead to cleaner and better models, but if you're already having stringing issues, it's going to lead to an even stringier or blobbier mess. So that's one of those things you need to judge as you go and determine if your travel speed is too high or too low. As always, this channel is brought to you by these fine Patreon supporters. If you'd like to support the channel on Patreon, head over to www.patreon.com/technivorous. That's going to be it for this video. As always, I am Technivorous, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our main channel page where we do a free giveaway for our subscribers every month. So far, we've given away things like a Capricorn PTFE tubing kit and spools of filament. So the giveaway videos are always pinned to our main channel page. So all you have to do is subscribe and leave a comment on the giveaway video for the current contest. Feel free to check out this video right here. YouTube picked it from my content just for you, and if you haven't already, you can hit the subscribe button right here. So what are you waiting for? Become a Technivore now. Thanks again. Technivorous out.